Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Let me get set up. Let's see here. And if you're here, say hello so I know you're here. Hello, Debbie and Lady Rivers. Jennifer, better left unsaid. Hello, friends. Welcome. Lady Rivers, you have your coffee? Cheers. Cheers. All right. Well, I'm back again for some more crafting fun. I had a lot of fun crafting with you yesterday, making the angel wing wreath, and I really love how that one turned out on the 17-inch wreath frame. And today we're going to do, I'm going to do one more, my very last Valentine's Day design for the season, and I really wanted to use this beautiful mesh. It's like this fabric cotton mesh I got from Craft Outlet, and I could not hold on to this for another season. So I was dying to use it. So we're going to use it today, and we're going to be using a preloaded 16-inch wreath frame. Hey, Mama Bear and Donna and Crystal. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hi, Lady Rivers. I hope you're feeling good and having a good day today. Paula and Kaden, hello, hello. Hey, Lori, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Long time no see. So if this does freeze, just hang in there. And I was right yesterday when it did it. When I got off the phone, or when I got off the live, I checked it and I had spam calls during the live. So that's what's going on. I don't know why it does that when my notifications are turned off, but I'm not going to be able to figure that one out. So if I freeze, hopefully it's freezing where I don't have that weird look on my face like yesterday. But just hang in there, it'll come back, and we will just keep going. Hi, Priya, welcome back, friends. Welcome. It's cold and rainy here in the Peach State. Oh my gosh. I know, I've just been hearing from so many people about just the weather and the ice storms, and it hopefully all of that will be over soon, and then you'll be enjoying some springtime weather and all the beautiful spring flowers. I'm so sorry. Could you send your snowstorm? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. We've got today, I mean, I'm not going to rub it in for those of you that are in that weather, but we got the sun out today, and it is a beautiful day here in California. But yes, I hope everyone stays safe, like Donna's saying. It is safe. I guess that's the time to hunker down and really not go anywhere. So I have my coffee. I just warmed it up. We're going to get going here. And I have all my mesh cut. Grab my basket. Let me go grab everything that just fell. Oh, right. So I have my mesh cut. And there's 10 yards on a roll. So that is 360 inches. And because we're doing the preloaded wreath frame, there's 16 on here. So that gave us 22.5-inch pieces, which are a really good size for the cruffles that we're going to make. Now, I know we did the one, the Valentine wreath, where we did a one roll of Deco Mesh with the cruffles. And that one, the cruffles are smaller because it was a one roll design. And so the bigger you could get your cruffles, the more full and plush your wreath is going to be. So it's 19 degrees and snowing like crazy. Oh, That just sounds incredibly cool. Do you have a fireplace, Lori? Or I'm sure you guys all have your heaters and all that good stuff, but oh, that sounds like a good day to be sitting in front of the fireplace. I can't even imagine what 19 degrees is like. Very, very cold. And Caden's getting a storm right now. All right. Well, I hope you all are nice and cozy and warm, and we're going to get started. You have a wood burner stove. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this is a preloaded. These are the ones I tell you I like to get from Hobby Lobby when they go on sale, 16-inch. And my trash can is way over there, so we're just gonna put that on the floor for now. All right, so we got all the pipe cleaners going on the outside and the inside. There's always one that seems like it gets super close right there, so I'm gonna just try to move these a little bit so they're not so close to each other. Just kind of twist it around. That way, get a little bit more even there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with just a very quick poof base here. And I feel like I'm not quite in the camera. Let me back it up a little bit here. Okay. All right. I think you can see it now. It's 7 degrees. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. Natural gas place and electric. Oh, that's nice. That's very cozy, Lori. Okay, so we're going to get started. I think we've done one of these together, the poof base. I have a leftover roll of mesh, and I'm just very quickly going to do just a quick little poof base with about 9 to 10 inches. Let's do like about 10 inches. Well, I'll do 9 for this little guy. You don't really have to measure this. You're just making poofs, and we're going around the outside first. It's just a habit. I just measure. Even though you're not supposed have to, I just still do. It's a creature of habit. And just gonna knock this base out real quick, going around. Put this on the ground. This doesn't have to be perfect or exact. You're not even really gonna see it. It's just gonna give us a little extra in our wreath. So you don't need to you could just use your inexpensive mesh for this. It doesn't have to be anything fancy because you're not gonna see it. Hi, Allie, welcome. And Kristen, welcome. Priya, I didn't see it. Where did you post it? I didn't see any pictures of that. The best way for me to see anything like that is to leave it in the YouTube community tab. And you could post pictures there. And Turbo is outside right now with my husband. He's doing some yard work, so we'll have a little break from the snores and snorts right now. He's been doing pretty good lately. He's done really good these last couple lives, because some of them have been a little bit long, and he's been a trooper. And now I'm just popping into that inner row, and we're going to do that same thing and going around that inside. You counted your mesh and it's about 150 inches, Debbie? Is it it's not 10 yards, is it? Because if it's 10 yards, you got cheated. Bye, Lady Rivers. Good night. Thanks for popping in. Your rolls. Oh, you counted your rolls of mesh that you have? Yikes. You are ready to rock and roll, huh, Debbie? That's a lot of mesh. That is great. You're ready for any project that comes your way. I've just been dying to work with this mesh. It's so, that mesh down there, it's so pretty. That is a lot of rolls of mesh. I haven't really ever counted mine. I don't know. I could be up there too. Because I have mine in these little bins that, like shell things that my husband made. They're like big boxes. And I very well could have, let me see about how many go in a box here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I bet I'm right there with you now that I'm counting how many rolls fit in a bin there. Okay, so now I just want to just clip the little cut ends and put those down to the wreath frame to get it out of my way. Has anybody, are you all on Facebook as well? Because I am not happy with the update that happened yesterday. They made everything smaller. And they always move things around, and I couldn't figure out how to get to my feed. I had to ask Shannon, and she told me how to do it. But yeah, it's all different now. I don't know why they don't just leave it alone. And they do all these updates, and you start getting used to the new one, and then they do it again. Hi, Kiana. Welcome. How big? Okay, Allie's asking how big of a box does she need to ship a wreath? I use a 14-inch wreath frame, not sure exactly how big the wreath is altogether. I gotta check. Usually, I mean, just from my experience, it's depending on what kind of wreath you're doing. When you do it on the 14th, it's usually about 22 inches. It's usually about 8 to 10 inches bigger than the wreath frame. And you want to, what I do, you want to keep the depth as low as you can. So you're not going to be able to find boxes with that low depth unless you order them online. So what I do when I ship a wreath is I buy them from Staples. Like usually they're on sale. You buy 5 in a bulk or something. And I usually get, it depends on the wreath, but the large box, I forget, that one might be 22 by 22 maybe. But it's really tall. So my husband cuts them down. So if you can get that depth, cut your depth down to 6 inches or lower, you're going to save a lot of money on shipping, because it starts getting really expensive when the depth gets higher, over 6 inches. So that would be my suggestion. That's what I do. And he's good at that. I know there's other wreath makers that show you how to cut the boxes down, but he gets all the straight edge and just brings that depth down. But you can find the, I think 22 by 22 by 6 boxes online on Amazon if you don't want to take that extra step to cut it down. But definitely cut it down. And I don't know who you ship through, but I personally use Shippo for my business, and I save a lot of money that way. Because if you try to ship through the Etsy, it's just really expensive. So, and yeah, shipping has gotten a little out of control in the prices to ship wreaths. So you got to factor that when you're pricing your wreaths. You have to factor that into it too, or you're not going to make any money. You got to make sure you're getting your shipping costs. You're welcome, Allie. All right, so we just have the basic little bubble base here. And now we're going to add our cruffles. And I have this red mesh here. This is like a fabric mesh. And I wanted to keep it more organic, I guess, so to say, because this is like a soft cotton. And I just wanted to kind of keep it with the different, this is material with a canvas. Keep it more in those same materials. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that ready. Thank you, Allie, for the jewels. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you for that. Okay, so we are going to take our mesh and then what I do too, Allie, is if you have Shippo, like for your business, you have a printer, you print all that, your labels, your shipping labels. I just got myself a little scale, and you just measure the box, you weigh it, you put all the info into Shippo, and you print out your own labels, and then you just drop it off at the postal store or the UPS or anything like that. All right, so this one, we're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be exact. I'm not going to roll it with that little tube thing, because we want big, loose curls here. This is going to be the kind of look of the design. Really loose, really fluffy. So we're making trying to get these loops, the curls, as big as we can. And we're going to start adding these into all of the pipe cleaners. And man, I look at that material. That is just so great. I'm definitely going to be ordering some more of that. Yeah, check out Shippo. It's the prices are excellent. You save a lot of money. And I know a lot of people use Pirate Ship too, but I've always used Shippo and it's been great. And then if you have a business, you could track all your shipping expenses, and it just makes it really, really easy. It's all right in the Shippo. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to take this other mesh here, and I'm not going to measure. It doesn't have to be perfect or exact. And I'm just going to make these tubes. I'm just going to double the tube up on itself. Kind of loose. We're going to keep with that loose kind of vibe. And hopefully I have enough of this. Maybe I should be measuring it because this is all I have. I should have enough. And then we're going to place one tube on top of this other one, just to give it a little contrast there. So that's how we're going to be doing this, just like that. So we're going to do that same thing for every curl. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Hi, Kiana. What's your favorite color? Ooh, that's a tough one. I love blues. Blues. Both of those blues I love. And you could do it like this, or you could do one curl at a time, whatever works for you. And we're just going around and around doing that same thing. And that just, this underneath, you're not going to see it. It's just going to give it a little extra substance to the wreath. And the same thing with our curls. Just double it up. Come on, Holly. This one has the fibers that go through it, so it has a really different feel to it. And here I thought my live was, I was doing good yesterday and going fast, and I forgot that I started the live at 3. So it ended up being the same length as my other lives. It's hard. I try to get going faster on these, and it's just, you know, crafting takes time. There's nothing fast about crafting. And if anybody is new to my channel and you're not subscribed, you can always hit that subscribe button right down below. It makes it really easy, takes you right to my channel. I release new tutorials every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I go live at least once a week, sometimes more, like this week. We threw an extra one in there. Which is okay. if I can do an extra one, I'm going to, because I got a lot of things that I want to make. And if I can't make it, if I don't have enough time for Sunday tutorials, I'll just do an extra tutorial or an extra live to get through everything I want to get to. Because I have a lot of designs I didn't get to last year that I really want to do this year. I really want to do an aquarium themed wreath. And another one I really want to do is a fiesta wreath. I follow this one lady. I don't remember her name. She came through my feed the other day, and oh my gosh, that's what she makes, is fiesta wreaths. They were the most beautiful wreaths, and oh, they were breathtaking. And the ones with all the ribbon that's hanging down and all the bright colors and the little hats and sombrero, and oh, they were so cute. I cut the plaid inches, Renee, at 22.5 inches because I wanted to make them as big as I could, and I knew I had 16, I believe 16 of these pipe cleaners on there. So I divided that by the 360 and I made them as big as I could. So I used the whole roll. This was what was left. And I will definitely be getting more of this next year. This is really fun to work with. I bet they probably had different colors too. At that point, I was just mostly shopping for Valentine stuff, so I didn't really check out the other colors, but I really love this. First time I've ever worked with it. But these preloaded wreath frames make it really easy to make a wreath. I mean, they're easy to add. You just don't have to make your own wreath form with the pipe cleaners. But I mean, we've done it and it's not that big of a deal, but it just makes it convenient. And it's nice with that raised look. It always makes a really big wreath. Kristen, I got that mesh from Craft Outlet. And yes, you can order, if you haven't shopped at Craft Outlet, be careful, it's going to get you in trouble because they have the most beautiful mesh, tons of colors, all different kinds of mesh and ribbon and signs and all the good stuff. All the crafting stuff they have. So yeah, they're great. I mean, any kind of mesh that you're looking for, they have. This kind of mesh, fabric mesh, Deco Mesh, poly burlap. And I try to do, like we've done with the other wreaths, is I try to use the first half of the roll for the outside, the looser rolls. And no, you're right, Debbie, you cannot wood burn this mesh. Nothing that has that fiber or that canvas that goes through your mesh, you cannot use a wood burner tool. You'll fry it. You were on Craft Outlet the other day. Did you load up a shopping cart? That's how my shopping cart's loaded up. But I'm like, I can't quite hit that button. But I did hit the button last night. This is what happens because I'm a night owl. I placed a pretty big order at TMI Gifts. And I will definitely do an unboxing. It was all... ribbon and two wreath attachments. So I'll do an unboxing, and I placed it last night and it already has been shipped today. That's how fast they are. So I know if you're new to my channel and you haven't heard me talk about them, I have a coupon code that you can use. It's for my followers only, and it's HH20, and you save 20% off your order. And that was great. I had it in my thing, and I thought, and then I put my code in. I said, oh, okay. That's makes me feel a little bit better. So, yeah, so I'm excited to get that ribbon, and I'm actually going to place just a small order with some more ribbon from Craft Outlet. Because I have a lot of ribbon, but I just don't feel like I have what I need to get me through this spring season. So yes, Jiankun, HH20, and you'll get 20% off. So yes, Elizabeth, I will definitely, I'll do an unboxing so you can see their beautiful ribbon. And which kind is best? Jiankun 2, they're both wonderful. I have a lot of people that ask where I get the stuff, and I don't want to recommend anybody that I haven't personally tried their product, and I've never been disappointed with the quality of TMI Gifts or Craft Outlet. They're both great. Craft Outlet would probably be more like a bigger, like, warehouse kind of place, where TMI Gifts is a family run business out of Mississippi, and they're awesome. They do a lot of fun stuff, and it's nice to support businesses like that. So yeah, Lori, and they're all just wonderful. So, but I will be trying some different ones too, so I can recommend, so I can at least have 4 that I can recommend. But right now, those are the 2 that I recommend, because those are the 2 that I personally shop and buy from. Hey, Nancy from Iowa, Renee from Rhode Island. Welcome, friends. I hope you're staying warm. We have a lot of people that are going through snowstorms and very cold winter conditions right now. Say, maybe I should have measured this stuff out. I really hope I have enough to get through here. I should. If not, I could make these a little bit smaller. I just like to double up on the rolls. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Anytime. They have the cutest wreath attachments. I got 2. I got, I'm going to be doing 2 of the bunny wreath. I just love cutesy fun. That's kind of, if you follow me for any time, you kind of know I'm like a big kid, and I love cutesy and fun designs. And, I love doing wreath attachments. So the 2 that I've done were from TMI Gifts, the Nutcracker and the gingerbread, and they were the cutest wreath attachments. So I bought 2 different bunnies. There's this one that has cute little, like, she's wearing little floral pants with little carrots coming out of her pocket, and then the other would be more like the standard with the cottontail, and it's just so cute. So I'm excited to do those. I did, I don't know which one I'm going to do, but I did get 2 because I wanted to do one live with you all. Oh, I didn't know my messages. I scrolled up and now I can see all the messages instead of having to scroll. There we go. Hey, you learn something new every day. I love it. The code, Jackie, is HH for Hollie Hobbies 20. Just think about 20% off Hollie Hobbies, HH20. And if you ever forget the code, I always leave it in the description section of all my tutorials. And Jackie asks what site. That was TMI. If you just go to tmigifts.com, that's where you'll find them at. And both of those places, Craft Outlet and TMI Gifts, they carry that designer ribbon too that I drool over, but I've never I just can't quite get myself to purchase that. But I see other creators working with some of the gorgeous jewel ribbon, and I'm just drooling. It's so beautiful. I think if I bought that expensive designer ribbon, I'd be too nervous to use it. Oh, Craft Outlet, you're asking, Jen Kuhn? Craft Outlet, I don't have a code, but TMI Gifts, I have the code. Craft Outlet, you just go to craftoutlet.com. And try not to get in too much trouble, because I'm telling you, your shopping cart will fill up like crazy. But I'm excited to get my ribbon in. I need to order some more mesh, even though I know I got a lot of mesh. That one shipment, I need I need to get some a couple more rolls for some upcoming projects. As we're talking about, me and Debbie talking about 150 rolls over here. You can never have enough ribbon or enough mesh, right? Yes, Jan Kuhn, I shop at TMI Gifts. Yes, yes. I don't ever recommend anything that I don't personally shop at. Their quality, I'm trying to see where that one, I have this, this one mesh that they have at the holidays. I know it's up there somewhere. It's, it was so just awesome to work with. It's like a red and white striped, and just a good quality mesh. EDM, welcome. So if you all can just take a moment, give this live a thumbs up. It helps me and my channel, helps get me into that algorithm that we're all chasing and trying to just to be a part of. If you're not in the algorithm, then nobody is gonna ever see your stuff. And I'm very excited. I'm celebrating. I just hit 100,000 on Facebook, which I was really hoping I would get there before my 4-year anniversary. And I woke up this morning and I had hit it, and I'm so happy about that. So if you're trying to grow your page, just keep plugging away. It takes time. It takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. But that was very exciting because I've been working really hard with my analytics and trying to grow my page intentionally and putting in the work. Because my analytics I was doing great, and then everything tanked on me if you have a business page and you follow that kind of stuff, everything tanked right around before Christmas, and I had to work really hard to get myself out of the red, and now I'm just, it's growing, and my analytics are good, and that means my reach is good, and good things happen when you're in the green. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Elizabeth and Lori, Debbie, Nancy. Thank you. Yeah, it's exciting because we all work so hard to make that kind of stuff happen. You have to put in the work every day and be intentional with your posting, and I do a lot of reels, a lot of automations, and all of that stuff is putting in the work to grow. Thank you, Jackie. Oh, Lori. Thank you. So it's exciting when you put the work in and you start seeing good things, good results, and good things that come from it. So it makes you want more. All right, so we've just completed that outside. Almost looks like a candy cane from this angle. Now we're going to fill it up, and you're going to see it's just going to make a beautiful base. And you can use the same technique for any season of the year, any mesh, and you're going to have a beautiful cruffle base every time. And if you notice, I'm laying mine horizontally when I put them in here. It's just how I do it. It probably doesn't really matter if you lay it, which way you lay it, but I'm just, like I said before, a creature of habit, and this is how I do it. Yes, Donna, thank you. Yes. It makes you feel like, okay, yes, the fruit of my labor. I'm finally getting to eat some fruit. Now, if all my Facebook followers would follow me on YouTube, I would have that silver plaque by now. That's probably what I should post. Do a post like that. Because YouTube is not as fast of a growth as Facebook is, by any means. It's the same thing. You have to put the work in if you want your channel to grow. I followed this, well, I saw her on Facebook today, and I got to find her page after this. I had to be logged in. But she was doing the, oh, it was so cute. I want to learn how to do it for next year. She was making the faux candy for like Valentine's, and it looked exactly like, and she had them in the little heart box. It looked exactly like real chocolates. And I was watching how she was doing it, and I thought, that is brilliant. She used plaster of Paris in little molds. And then she painted them, and they looked so realistic. And I thought, now that would be fun to start maybe adding some fun things like that into a tutorial where you make your own like attachment. Because I always say, if you sew, I have another lady that's in my group that I follow, and she is a phenomenal seamstress, and and she makes, well, she makes a lot of things, table runners and backpacks and little purse things. And I told her, I said, you should get into making wreath attachments, because I feel like if you know how to sew and do that kind of stuff, that's such a good market to hit, because there are so many wreath makers out there, especially the ones that do the big, just over the top wreaths that love those unique wreath attachments. So just an idea for anybody out there that could sew and you're trying to figure out a business. Bye, Debbie. Yeah, sure, I'll be here. You know me. I'll be yakking away. I think that would be a great market to hit. Yes, Donna. Aw, Lori. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. And you all are a part of that journey as well, just so you know. You guys have been showing up for me, and I can't even tell you how much I love and appreciate that so much. And it, in turn, it helps me and helps my channel. So just being here and showing up for me is huge. And I thank all of you for being a part of this journey with me. Because it's been a journey. It really has. Of this whole starting Hollie Hobbies has been a journey. And I feel like I've grown a lot with just my craft, with the technology part of it, which is my hugest weakness. And things that seemed super scary before are becoming fun and not so scary anymore. And I have those dates now. I actually got a little more organized. I got my calendar up, and the spring summit, I'll have more details, but I do have the dates. And that is February 24th through the 26th. And I signed up. I wasn't thinking, because it's Eastern Standard Time, and I signed up for the slot at 1 p.m. I totally wasn't thinking about the time change, so I'm going to have to make sure I get to bed early that night. So my slot where I'm going live is on the February 25th at 1 p.m. So I hope that you all can be there and cheer me on, because I'm going to be very, very nervous. And it's a summit. And I got invited. It was my very first time I'd ever been invited to anything like that. It was the Holiday Merrymaker Summit. And I did a video tutorial. I didn't actually go live. And this time I'm going to go live in it. And it was just a great learning experience. And I got invited back to the Spring Summit. So that's what I'm talking about. It's a 3-day event where they have, I don't know the whole lineup, but I know the Christmas one, there was 19 other total designers. And it's just a 3-day crafting extravaganza. And so it's, I'll have more details of how it all works, but it is a free event. And then there is some options where you can purchase different options. Like if you want to have full access to it, to all the designers, or you could just join for free. And so anyway, I'll have more, all those little details, but I got the dates down. So I wanted to share that with you, that's when I'll be going live. It's February 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern. Yep. Well, better left unsaid. The event goes for 3 days, like all day for 3 days. There's, she has, what it is, it's a private, so once you sign up, you get the link to her private Facebook group that's just for this event. And you can jump on there any time for those 3 days, from the morning through the evening. There's all kinds of things going on. I think she does giveaways, and all the designers come on and go live and share a design. And then there's a lot of extra stuff, like I said, you can do if you want to be able to access that when it's over, or say you couldn't be there to watch the whole thing. And then she has a lot of bonus things too that you can access. So, but yeah, so that's what it is. It's a 3-day event, and I will be going live on the 25th. All right. Thank you, friends. How do we get in? Well, I'm going to have, it's right in the early, I'm going to have a link pretty soon. She's working on those right now. And that will take you to the page and give you all the details of how it all works, and to be able to sign up for it. And so I'll have all that information for you very soon. And then you can, that would be awesome. It's on Facebook. It's on, if anybody follows, I highly recommend her. She's just adorable. Is Ashley with 3 Little Greenwoods Creations. She's on YouTube too, but she's, the event is on Facebook. And so it'll all be a private Facebook group that you will get access to. And then that's where you watch all the stuff that is in the Facebook group. Yeah. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, so I'll have all the information. If you remember last year, if any of you did any of that, I'll give you all the information. Once we'll have the, I'll be posting about it on Facebook. She'll have all the designers, and there'll be, and I think you could get into the group, and then like we start introducing ourselves, and we do a lot of stuff before the event starts, and you have access to all that. And yeah, it's just it's a fun event. And I was so impressed with her, just how she organized this whole thing. It's a lot of work, and she's an amazing host. She is just cute as a button. She was a former kindergarten teacher, and she's just as sweet as she can be. And yeah, so it's going to be fun. I'm so excited, but like I said, I'm nervous about going live, and that's why I'm going to need you all there to support me, because I'm not nervous anymore when I go here on my channel, but I think being on somebody else's channel, I don't know, I'm nervous. I'm still trying to figure out my design, what I'm going to do. And I have to get the bonus thing ready by the 25th. So I got to figure out what bonus I'm going to do. Yes, you will get, you'll get notifications. Oh, you don't do Facebook, Lori? Well, maybe you could go on it just for that event. And just pop on, go to the event. Doesn't mean you have to be on Facebook or join Facebook. Yes, you will get notifications, and I'm going to be plugging it. I'll be in on my Facebook post. I'll have the little brochure with all the designers, and I'll once I get all that, we're still getting all that information. It's going to be rolling out as far as advertising on February 9th. So I'm just giving you the way early inside scoop right now. Her name on Facebook is the number 3 Little Greenwoods Creations. And if you follow her there, she'll be talking about it a lot on her Facebook page. I really just adore her. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So Lori, maybe you can make an exception that day and just pop on. Just pop on at 1 o'clock, February 25th. So you can see this is really starting to fill up nicely. We just have a few more here, just 2 more. And I mean, it's getting full. Look at that. Now those are some cruffles. Yep, I'm excited. We're gonna do some Easter stuff. I don't know. I'd have to figure out. I'm still trying to think about what I'm going to do, and I want to make sure I have it. I don't want to be scrambling last minute trying to figure out my design. But I think I'm going to stick along the lines of what I think I'm kind of not known for, but like different, kind of out of the box kind of stuff. And I think I'm going to do some sort of flower with the mesh, because most of the designers, well, everyone does a little something different actually, but I don't think a lot of them do kind of that kind of stuff. A lot of them do like this, and like the grapevines and the glam swags, and I'm not sure the whole lineup this year. We're still getting all that information, but I think I'm gonna stick what I'm kind of known for, and some sort of flower, maybe fusing something. But you have an hour and a half time slot. So, and if you all know me and my lives, they go a little crazy. So as far as time goes, so I'm gonna have to really make something that I can stay within that guideline, which is gonna mean some prep ahead of time if I do a flower. But I'll figure it out. I always do. It always seems like I work best under pressure. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I'm kind of sometimes a procrastinator when it comes to certain things, and that's why I'm trying, and it seems like I work better under that kind of pressure, but I'm trying to break myself out of that that habit this year and stay ahead, because I really want to get out and enjoy just enjoy the outdoors, the spring and summer. And I'm going to be crafting, but I fall into these things. I felt like last year where I didn't get to kayak as much as I like to, because I was scrambling to come up with my tutorials and not staying ahead of the game. So I don't want that to happen to me this year. Me and Turbo need to be hitting that lake this year, even though he does not like the water at all. But he'll stay on the kayak because he doesn't want to fall in. He's fallen in a couple times where he lost his balance, and that didn't happen again. He hated it. He hates the water. But he likes being with me, so he'd rather come with me and not like the lake than not come with me, so. All right, we got one more. See, you don't even see that pink underneath, but it just gives it some substance to the wreath. I know. I make sure he has his life vest because he'll probably sink if he didn't, because he's so heavy. He's little but heavy. And yeah. It's kind of funny when he falls in. But he makes it back to the kayak, and then I have to lift him up, and the best was when I had JJ, my other dog that passed away. He showed Turbo the ropes, and we blew up because I didn't know how in the heck am I going to take both of these dogs. And so my husband came up with a solution. He bought me one of those big inner tubes that people pull behind a ski boat, and the flat one. And so I would tie it to the back of my kayak, and I would pull him and Turbo behind me, and they loved it, and they'd be sleeping, and it's so funny. I have the cutest pictures of them on the back of the kayak. You know, that's a good question, Lori. I honestly don't know how much he weighs. He hasn't been weighed in a long time because he hasn't been to the vet. And I should have asked when he had his last shots how much he weighed, because ever since COVID, our vet now it's almost like they just kind of kept it like that now. So you drive up when you have an appointment, they come out and they get him. And so you don't go in there with them. So I didn't even ask. I'm going to have to find out how much he weighs. I know he's heavy. They're just really stocky and like dense. All right, so there is our beautiful cruffle base. So thick and pretty, and you can move anything, move your cruffles around how you want. And that pink is just popping through, so pretty. All right, so let's keep moving along here. And this is the sign I wanted to do. I got these from Dollar Tree. I used the other one on my tutorial for this Sunday because I thought these signs were so cute. Look at that. Just when I thought I was over Dollar Tree, I go back in there and I find these adorable things, and I said, nope, I'm not over Dollar Tree yet. He is a pug, Nancy. He's a black pug. He is the love of my life. He's my first pug. I've never had a pug before, and me and my husband are obsessed. Obsessed. Their personalities are so cute. I was telling everyone on my live last night that they're just not like normal dogs. Like, they don't do anything. If you want them to do it, it's on their terms. If, most dogs, you say, come, they come running up to you. They just sit there and stare at you like, no, I'm not coming unless I feel like coming. And so I was telling everybody on my live last night that they don't give kisses like normal dogs. And so I lifted him up, and I tried to, I was showing you guys, I'm like, give me kisses. And he's just like, he's very stingy with his kisses. Okay, so we're going to prep the sign, and then we're going to add it in all of these gorgeous cruffles here. All right. Hopefully I won't struggle with this sign like I did that with that other Valentine's. I was struggling, I'm telling you. I couldn't get that sign on right for nothing. All right, I'm just letting my glue gun heat up. We're going to connect it with some pipe cleaners and felt is usually how I do all of my signs. Yes, he is cute. He is. I'm telling you, I think he's the cutest pug ever. Yeah, and they're characters. They're so fun and so just their personality is the cutest thing ever. I know. He's like, I ain't having this. And I think it was because I'm telling him what to do. And I'm telling you, they won't do anything that they don't want to do. And he'll do that. We're walking. He don't want to go in the back part of the property. And we're walking, and all of a sudden he'll stop and he'll pull back on his harness, like almost come out of his harness because he's like, no, I don't want to go over there. A lot of it's probably because it's been cold and there's dew on the ground and they're little prissy little things. They don't like, you know, getting their little paws wet and stuff like that. I followed somebody on Facebook. I follow a lot of pug things on Instagram and stuff. And when they're asking, like, how do you get your pug to go to the bathroom out when it's snowing? Because their pugs will not go poop outside in the snow at all. And then they bring them back inside and then they go in the house. And so they were having this issue and they're asking people's advice. Like, what do they do? And I was like, oh my gosh, that so sounds like a pug. I'm just letting my glue gun heat up. We're going to prep this, add the sign, and then we're going to make a bow. And we're going to add some embellishments too. And I have a couple things. I have some roses, but these I thought would be really cute in the design. I got these from Craft Outlet, and it was another thing I'm dying to use. So I have that one. I thought these would just look so cute with that beautiful mesh and the look that we're trying to go for. Sounds like your Yorkie. Is he a stubborn little thing? They do only what they want. Yep. So you know, Elizabeth, you had two of the fawns, right? Yes, Yorkies are adorable. I agree. They are so stinking cute. Shannon, hi friend. I hope you're feeling better. Welcome. Welcome, friend. Thank you, Shannon. I'm just trying to get the sign prepped, but this is what we have so far. We did big giant cruffles, and I had that beautiful, this mesh that I really wanted to use. It has like, it's really soft and it's almost like Chanel that goes through it. It's so pretty. Lulu. Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. I love that name, Lulu. That's so cute. Oh, so you're going through the puppy phase. Oh, Shan, I keep missing it when you're popping on. Like last night, I was like, have you been here? Because I didn't see you pop through the feed. I missed it when it's scrolling. Or when I'm talking, I start missing some of the messages that go by me on here. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Shannon, and I'm glad you made it. And do you still have snow going on there too? Oh, Pomeranians, they're so cute. We went over to my friend's mother's house, and she had 2 Pomeranians, and they were the sweetest little things. He will not go out when it rains. We go through a lot of paths. I wonder if they would, if you put the little things, those little rubber things on their feet, I wonder if that would, if they would walk in those things. Oh, they have washable puppy pads. That's good. You're going to have a snowstorm from Saturday through Monday. Time to hunker down. Craft. That's under craft. So when does it start, like, getting in everybody that lives in the snow? When does it start warming up and really starting to feel like spring? At what point of the year do you start getting that spring feeling? Elizabeth. That's how my pug is like your second one. He's always got to be on a leash or he'd be gone. I wouldn't even see him anymore because he doesn't listen at all. You tell him to come and he's like, no way, I'm not coming. I'm going to run the other way. So I don't trust it. And we live on a very busy road, and no, so I don't give him those freedoms anymore. I did last summer. I was like, okay, we're gonna start. We didn't quite have the rest of our fence up, so that was when I was floating in my above ground pool, and I have my little Intex pool, and just that's like I love just floating. And I thought, I can see him. He's laying on the chair, and I was trying to give him more freedom, and took him off the leash and was watching him. And then all of a sudden my husband comes out and he goes, where's Turbo? I said, he was right there. And all of a sudden he's gone. And we're like, we're out there, Turbo, the neighbors and all over the place. Didn't know where the heck he went. And then he comes just popping out from somewhere. We're just like, are you serious? I mean, we were like panicked. So I said, that's the last time you're getting that liberty. Here in New Jersey, it's all over the place. Usually starts the end of March, but it's very inconsistent. South Dakota. Oh, yeah. I bet you guys are normal April. Okay. I bet you're just out by the end of the winter. You are so ready for some sunshine. Okay, what I want to do is I want to finish off. Let's finish off some of these pipe cleaners where our sign's going to go. Just kind of get all of those out of the way. Hi, Angela. Welcome, friend. Welcome. We are making the last Valentine Day design here of the season. Hi, Connie. Welcome. I'm glad you're back. We're finishing up a Valentine, or working on a Valentine's design here, and I had this beautiful mesh that I've never worked with before that I was dying to use, and I didn't want to wait till next year to use it, so we're doing another Valentine. Oh, they go into depression, Lori, because they love the snow. And you and Carl celebrate. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be a lot with getting the dogs in and out and the snow, and they probably get all wet. And it's spring one week, then winter the next, the Smokies. Oh, fun. I've never been to Tennessee, but I want to. I hear it's just absolutely gorgeous. One of these years, I would love if me and my husband could take our trailer around to different states. I think that would be such a fun vacation, or to do when you're retired and just kind of cruise around, check out different things. I'm just going to finish. I'm going to finish off all these pipe cleaners. Maybe I'm going to leave the ones on the outside until I decide what we're going to do. But let's finish off all these inside ones and get these out of our way. Now I know these are green, but we're going to try to cover them up with different things. And the mesh, and just trying to get those folded towards the center. Yes, getting used to the change for sure. I'm sure moving to different states, you really have to acclimate. Yeah, you and Carl doing the happy dance, right? When it's spring. All right. All right. I'm going to stand up for this one because I've got to be able to see what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not going to struggle with this time. And I want to try to get as many of those curls coming up around this sign. But I did think this sign was really cute. So I am not giving up on Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to do it a little off center because we're going to do a bow over here. And I just kind of push any of these cruffles in like that. And I'm just going to see what it looks like, and then we'll tie these for good. You saw those the bunny butts? Yeah. Did they have the garland out yet, Shannon? I mean, Angela? I was hoping they're going to put that Easter garland out. Because I like to give people the heads up of what to look for. I love that one. That one was so easy. And that material, that garland material was like the perfect size. You didn't have to cut anything. All right. I think that'll work. Yeah, those little bunnies are so cute. You didn't see the garland? Okay, hopefully they'll have those. It seems like the garland is kind of an every year thing that they have, so if not, everybody has the idea and they could go find some material, but that garland made it very, very convenient. Yeah, I think people are loving that. Starting to dream of spring, so people are loving the spring reels. I'm just recycling my old, you know, my other stuff that I've done previous years. Angela, are you still doing the silverware jewelry? Yeah, I need to go back and see. They were just starting to roll out some Easter stuff. And you all talked me into it. I will be doing a St. Patrick's Day design, because I've had people asking and I really have. All right, let me guess, another spam call. I'm going to have to call AT&T and tell them those spam calls are messing up my lives here. Hey, Poof Designs by Valerie. Hello. Angela Howard, are you the one that does the silverware jewelry? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Okay, so we have the sign. We still have our little poofs. Yeah, it happens. It'll come back. Can you all hear me? Let me know if the sound is back on. When that does that, it seems like it takes a minute for the sound to come back too. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, it's even though I have my notifications turned off, I couldn't figure out why that was doing it, and it's still because of the spam calls. When I got off the live last night, because it happened twice, it froze, and I had 2 spam calls during the live. So I know it's because of that. So I don't know. I just know when it does that, I'm not going to stop the live because it comes back. Okay, everyone can hear me. All right. All right. So we have our sign added. We have, we're going to make a bow, and then we're going to add some embellishments. So let's start on the bow right now. And then we're just gonna add these cute little hearts and some roses. And yeah, it's gonna be, we're gonna embellish it all cute, cutesy and pretty. Thanks, Donna. Yes, Elizabeth, it happens when I get those spam calls, and everybody loses the sound. And sometimes it takes a minute for my lips to catch up to my voice. But I'm getting sick of those spam calls. Like, I'm telling you, they wake me up in the morning, they're at night. Like, it's just constant, and it's just getting super annoying. Never have I had those spam calls like I do now because of them breaching our information. All right. Yeah, I got my St. Patrick's Day stuff over there, and I had this cute rainbow ribbon I bought a long time ago, and I never could use it in a design, and now I just never could think of something how I wanted to use it, and now it's perfect. I'm pulling out that rainbow ribbon, and yeah, we're gonna have, I got a cute Dollar Tree sign from St. Patrick's Day, and we're gonna do doing something on the evergreen, the 18-inch evergreen wreath base from Michaels, the real inexpensive ones. And it's gonna be just a really quick, cutesy, fun one that you can just whip out quick for St. Patrick's Day. All right, so let's get a bow going on here. Let me get this, move this out of the way. I know, when they call 100 times and I report and block, and obviously the reporting and whatever doesn't help. I block and report them, and it's still, they come through. I mean, it's like every day, multiple times a day. I don't know what to do or how to fix that. I know they, you know, at one point there's people talking about on social media about they were going to compensate, you know, part of the lawsuit from all the information being breached. But I had switched emails when my phone got updated. I lost a lot of my old emails, so I don't know if I just never received the emails. But I've been with AT&T for like ever. So, but I know a lot of people have switched because of that, and they don't have that problem. So it's a little tempting to, I've just always been with them. So it's hard to switch when you've been with someone like that for so long. And that's the only thing I don't like, is that part of it. Okay, so let's make a bow. Yeah, they know how to get through. I never answer those. Okay, I got a zip tie and a pipe cleaner. And let's go ahead and make a bow. So I picked out, I love that. I thought that would be really pretty with that, our mesh. Kind of has that same vibe. And I was going to use this and some of this and possibly some of this. The only reason why I hesitate is I love this ribbon, like love it. And I used it in my last design, my tutorial that's coming on Sunday. And I promised everybody that I was going to do a bow tutorial because I always like to share the way I do the bow. And I just have a little bit of this left, and I'm not sure if I'll have enough to use. I might. But I love this ribbon. This was from Craft Outlet, and I'm definitely getting more of this ribbon. It is so pretty. And it's got like the ombre too. I really love anything ombre, like that ribbon last night on that angel, the angel wing. I love that ribbon, and I hope they stock that again in the Easter at Hobby Lobby, because I'm buying a bunch of that ribbon. It is beautiful. I think they have a spam blocker, on Verizon. Well, I know they do something on AT&T because it has, I think it's something similar to the spam blocker because it'll like screen the call or something, but it still comes in. So I don't know. I'm just getting annoyed, especially when it messes up my lives. Because it's not my internet. It's the spam call. All right. So, let's start. I don't know why. I never really used that spool thing. I'm going to try to use it and see here. Okay. So, let's kind of stick with long tails and then we can always trim them. It's always good just to do a long tail because you never know what size of a tail you're going to want. And I'm trying to think, I don't want it too big. Let's do maybe 5.5. Yeah, I love this. I also got this in the 2.5 inch too. I thought it was just beautiful. So we could use the 2.5 inch too, but I'm just going to stick with all 1.5 inch for this ribbon. And like I said, I did order a bunch from TMI Gifts, and when that comes in, I'll do an unboxing video. So you can check out some of their spring ribbon that they have, which is so pretty. Well, it's kind of nice. Turbo's outside doing his thing. I like this. And I think I'm going to do another bow tutorial too coming up here. So that's why I wanted to save that ribbon, because I was going to do a bow tutorial and post it as a tutorial, but then link it back to that video, which is what I do in some of my other tutorials. Oh wait, I want to just switch colors. Sorry. Now we're going to switch colors. Your own number was calling you, Jackie. That's funny. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Gosh, I really want to use this. I think I'll have enough. I think we're going to use it because it's so pretty. Let's use it. I just think it would look so cute in this design. We're using it. It's okay. I can always use different ribbon and do a tutorial. It's just so fun to work with. I love it. And it's got this iridescent on the outside. That'd be a great, that's why I want to get more of it, because I think it would look really cute in for Easter. And I like the feel of it. It's a good, neat ribbon. Did I miss somebody coming on? Is Angela still here? I wanted to ask her if she... Angela, are you still here? I want to say that Angela's the one that does the spoon jewelry. Michelle, I got this from Craft Outlet. Yep. And I'm gonna order some more ribbon tonight, and I'm hoping they have this in different colors. Like, I want to get more of this, but that'd be great if they had maybe some purple version of this. Angela, hello. You do the spoon jewelry, right? It's the other Angela. Okay, I was getting you mixed up with the other Angela. Okay. Because there's another one that does the spoon jewelry, and oh my gosh, they're so cute. I want to order a spoon ring. And then I follow this other lady, Robin. I'd have to look it up. I'm horrible with the names of things. Robin something. And she does the most amazing fork jewelry. Hi, Janine. Welcome. Hello, Karen. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have everybody here. We're finishing up. I'm just doing the bow part of the Valentine's Day design. We've already made the base and added the sign. And now we're making a bow. And this is the first time I'm using this stuff. This is pretty too. And if everybody could give this live a thumbs up, it really helps me and my channel. Ooh, this is pretty. This is a 7/8 of an inch. Very thick. Ooh, look at the other side. Even though that's the back side, that still looks pretty. Wow, I wonder if this is two-sided. Huh, I bet this is two-sided. Wow, that is gorgeous. I didn't even know that it had that on the other side. Wow. I almost want to do the other side. I'm going to do the other side. That's pretty. I'm sure this is the wrong, I'll just leave it like it was. But man, that is beautiful. Even on it's the back side, but it's still pretty. Robin Silverware Designs. Thank you, Shannon. OMG. Does she do... I'm obsessed with her page. She does the most beautiful jewelry out of forks. And, oh, so fun. See, I have a bunch of antiques like that. The old... the real good silverware out in storage that were my father-in-law's, and I would love to find a nice, like a really good someone like that I could donate those to, because they're like antiques. They're just beautiful, and I just love what she does with all her stuff. Yeah, this ribbon is nice. I'm just, even though that is the back side though, but it's still, look, it's so pretty. And it's very thick. Very thick. And it has that beautiful like satin finish. You can't see what I'm doing? Okay, I'm sorry. I got a little out of frame there, I think, when I got up. Is that better? Let me come a little bit. There we go. No, Karen, it's not. I was just talking about that ribbon earlier, and I said the both the Craft Outlet and the TMI Gifts have the D. Stevens ribbon, and I've never purchased the designer ribbon yet, because I think I would be so, I wouldn't know, you know, I'd be too nervous to use it on anything because it's just so beautiful. But no, I absolutely love that ribbon. I've never ever purchased it, but I would love to be able to. I need just to take that plunge. I do. It's just, you know, it's hard to get over the price. But that's why I see a lot of designers, when they use that kind of ribbon, they'll use just like a piece of it, you know, not like all of this in it, just like a little accent. Have you bought his ribbon, Karen, and used it before? No, but this is from, this one was from Craft. Both of these, no, actually, I take that back. I think these two were from Craft Outlet. I mean, from TMI Gifts. You know what I need to start doing is what my business coach does, is she writes where she gets her ribbon from on the spools. And that way you know, you can remember that way. I thought that was a good, it's hard to work with. I bet because it's so thick and gorgeous, huh? Yeah, like I said, a lot of people I see, they'll just use like a little piece of it in their design. And I guess that would be a good way to make it last. Well, that was a nice gift, Karen. What a great gift that would be. Yeah, been watching a lot of the people that have gone to the market in Dallas, and they're recorded a lot of him. He's standing on the pedestal, making the bows and stuff with just tons of ribbon behind him. Like, wow, wouldn't that be a great life? And then I saw him, he was in the Bahamas the other day, at least on social media. I don't know when it was filmed, but yeah, he's making a bow out there in the Bahamas. Because take me back there, I'm telling you. We went last year to the British Virgin Islands. Absolutely. And we went in January, and I mean, you're in your bathing suit the whole time. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. One of the best vacations I've ever had in my life. All right, so we went through all of those, and now we're going to do that same thing one more time. We're just going to do another round with the ribbon. Oh, John Mark. I'm sorry. I was getting my people mixed up. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. John Mark, who I've been watching make all those bows. But the D. Stevens ribbon is amazing. But yeah, all his ribbon's made in India, and it's absolutely gorgeous as well. Okay, I'm just going to go back with one more round here of all of these ribbons. You do wreath attachments, Karen? That's awesome. Let us know your, are you on Facebook, Instagram? Where are you on? Because I want to check. We were just talking about that. I was saying if anybody does wreath attachments, I think that would be such a great niche to be in. Because there's so many wreath, people that make wreaths that love those unique wreath attachments. And I wish I could sew, but I can't, or else I would totally be doing wreath attachments. I am not handy with the sewing machine. I need to learn. I did get one for Christmas a long time ago, and I was gung-ho. I was going to learn, and I need to sit. I need to just spend a few days to learn that sewing machine. You make pine cone wreaths. Fun. Yes, I would love it. I would love to check them out, Karen. Send me the link. And yes, we are doing the same sequence a second time. And what we're doing is we're alternating where the tails are. So when it's done, we have the two tails coming out the same, the opposite sides. And now we're going back. So now that this tail's on this side, I'm doing this tail on the other side. Oh, some people don't sew them. Don't get me started on that, Shannon. Then I'm going to be going down a rabbit hole of making wreath attachment. And I don't have time for that. But that would, I think that is with the greatest niche if you're into that, because I just think that would be a huge hit and a huge seller, like if you're starting a business out, because there's just so many wreath designers that want those unique, those different wreath attachments that you can't just buy at the stores. And that's what I have a someone that's in my business group that sews. I was just talking about her, and she came on a live not that long ago, and that's what I said. I'm like, you need to do wreath attachments, because she is so amazing at her craft, and I just think that would be a great thing to add. I mean, it's not my business. I'm just putting in my 2 cents, but if I had that talent, I think that would be a great thing to do. There's a lot of people I follow that are very successful with their wreath attachments, are in very high demand. So I can't wait to look at your wreath attachments, Karen. Thank you. Send me a friend request. Are you on Facebook? Oh, Yari from Yari's Touch started making wreath attachments. It saves her money, and now she sells them too. Good for her. That's great. All right, so which one was next? Then we did the red. Let's go back to the red. Now I'm just doing this one on this side. I like doing this bow because you could do it all with 1.5 inch ribbon, and you don't even have to do that second round if you didn't want to. We're just making a big one. Oh, I bet they're beautiful, Karen. Any wreath attachment that anybody's doing by hand is amazing. Yeah, this ribbon is very thick. This is going to be a thick bow. All right. Thank you, Karen. I'll check it out. Where did you send it to? Facebook? Messenger? Because, yeah, I could definitely, if anybody's asking, I can send them your way. I don't really sell my wreaths as much anymore, but if I'm looking to make, like, for a gift and do something different, I would definitely be into, like, the cute, you know, different wreath attachments. All right, did we do all the ribbon? We just have pink left. Yeah, the pink's gonna go on this side. Yeah, I bet that would save a lot of money when she's making her own now. Because I came close to trying to figure out the gingerbread, and I thought, nah, I'm just gonna buy it from the plate from TMI, because I don't have time to try to figure that out. Boy, this is going to be really thick. But I thought it'd be cute to do those the candy corns would be super cute to make. I like when people use those in their designs. All right. Look how thick this is going to be. Holy smokes. That is a thick bundle. All right, let's try to get this puppy off here. Without dropping it. Then we'll have to restart it. Come on. Wowzers. That is a thick bundle. Oh, awesome, Karen. Thank you. I can't wait to look at them. Say, don't drop the bundle, Holly. Whatever you do, don't drop it. Ah. Guess we really didn't probably have to do that second round. One round would have been just fine. All right, we did it. We did it. Where is my little clicky click? I want to try to make this a little bit tighter. Let's see, righty-tighty. Let's see if I can't make this go cinch a little bit tighter to try to get this big, massive bunch here zip tied tighter. Well, that didn't really seem like it went that tight. All right, there we go. There's our bow. Okay, I'm gonna bring out the old fluffing box. You know I love to use this thing. This is one thing I actually use a lot. My eyelets. Need to get it, might have to get another little eyelet. I don't know why, I just like this thing because it holds it and it just makes it easier for me. Okay, now let's get to fluffing here. This is the part that takes time. You don't want to rush this part because this is where the magic starts to happen. This is my favorite part of the bows. And it all starts to come to life. Boy, that red ribbon is really nice. Thank you, Lori. You saw a different wreath attachment. Oh, somebody's back. Do you guys hear him? A different one, like an unusual one, Shannon. Turbo, I'm gonna have to go let Mr. Turbo in. Oh, here he is. Did you have fun outside? Oh, did you have fun? You gonna tell me all about it, huh? Yeah. Yeah. He has to come tell Mom that he had fun outside. Did you have fun? Did you go outside? Yes, I love this little thing. Did you ever get your fluffing box, Shannon, for Christmas? I know you said you had it on your list. It's just, you know, things like this, I always say we don't need, but boy, does it just make life a little bit easier. Because I don't, you know, it's hard for me to hold things and fluff and hold it in my hand and do this. And so I like this because it just lets me do what I need to do. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. This one needs to come over here. It's starting to come to life. See, I almost got you that instead of the other stuff, but I thought that I didn't because I thought maybe you were gonna get that, and I didn't want to, if you were gonna already get that. Okay. All right, so we'll deal with the rest in a minute. Let's just get this added. Bye, Donna. We'll see you next time. I'll share a picture of the finished design tomorrow on Facebook. Now I just got to get it off the eyelet here. It's hard with the pipe cleaner because it's so thick. You made your own? Awesome, Karen. That's perfect. All right. There we go. It's coming to life. Okay, we're going to add it. We're going to add it to the design, and then we'll fix the tails and do all that kind of stuff. Because you always have to do a little bit more fluffing and cutting when you add it. All right. Okay. Let me stand it for this, and let's see, we got that finished off, that finished off. Let's do something up here. All right, we'll do something right around here. That's perfect. I love it, ladies. You guys are crafty. I love it. And I probably would have made my own too, but I have it linked in my Amazon store, so it's kind of nice like that as far as that goes for me with my affiliate stuff. I take that back. I would have my husband make it. I'm not that good at that kind of stuff. I was one of the only girls in wood shop and in high school, but I would have everybody would help me out with the measuring and all that kind of stuff because I'm not good with that measuring stuff. With math, I guess you could say it. I was better at algebra than I was like that geometry kind of stuff. Okay. All right, I'm gonna finish off these tails. Let's go ahead and maybe curl some of these. Let's do like we did yesterday and maybe curl a couple of these. These are kind of sticking. Let's I need to get one of those like Monkey Tree Creations has that one, like she has like a glass roller that she rolls her mesh in. I just want a slight curl. I don't want to do anything too crazy. I don't know why this tail is so far over to the left here. Okay. Okay. Because it's hard to do this when you're sitting down at this angle. All right, so we have our bow. And we can always mess with this later. We want to trim any of these little tails up here. Okay. Good night, Lori. We'll see you later. Tell Carl I said hi. There's that one. Okay, so, I mean, really, you could call it a day right here. And I'm even tempted just to call it a day because I don't know if I really want to cover up this mesh anymore. But let's do this. Because I wanted to add some of these. Let's just play around. And, you know, we don't have to add anything. But I think it would be fun to add something. What time is it? Okay. Hey, we're doing pretty good. Okay. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. Thank you, Poof Designs by Valerie. But really, I mean, if you have beautiful mesh, beautiful ribbon, I mean, you don't really need to add a lot to your wreath to to make a beautiful wreath. You really don't. Because, you know, sometimes you start adding all kinds of ribbon and this and that, and then it's just covering up the mesh. But I feel like we do need to add a few more things. And it's probably going to be some of these roses. And we could do another little ribbon bundle down here. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. You all know me, and this part is, it's a process. So let's see. Okay, Valerie, sorry. I see, it's the first thing I see on there is the poop designs, but Valerie, yes, I will call you Valerie. These are so cute. Look at those. They have little, like those little, you know, those candies that you buy and put on your cupcakes. Those look so realistic. And I love the muted red. I just think it's so pretty. Yes, that is that's a mouthful for sure. I love it. Hello, one marvelous Jesus. Welcome. If anybody is new to my channel, you can hit that subscribe button right down below. I release new tutorials every week, and I go live every week as well. Thank you, Elvira. I appreciate that. Boy, these are fun. Okay, so let's figure out where we want to add these. So this is the part that I'm spilling everything. Okay, this is the part that might take a little bit. I don't know, it's getting kind of hard to see because let me get stuff out of my way. Oh, I got my YouTube blanket right here. I don't need that. Okay. Trying to still stay in the frame. So this is just this is my process. It just takes me a minute. I like to place everything around the design and just kind of get a feel of where I want stuff. Figure let's just add a few of these little candies. Maybe we can make little bundles here. Or we can always take them off too and just glue them on, like in the design. That would be cute too. So I'm just going to play around for a minute. Do something like that. Just trying to think of the best use of these little guys. They almost look like you could, they look so real, like you could eat them. Like little cupcakes. All right, we'll add some of those. We'll do something like this. And then once I figure out where I'm going to put all these, we will secure them either with some hot glue, or we can put them in those pipe cleaners that we haven't finished off yet. And let's add some more roses. Yes, I got the hearts from Craft Outlet. They had really cute pics for Valentine's Day. I think I took all my other ones out of the studio. I'd show you the other ones. So that's all we're going to do is just add a combination of some roses and those little heart things. And I think I might make a little ribbon bundle for this corner over here. And that's all there is to it. Now you just start just playing around and just stuffing your design. Now I don't even know if I want to add those little candy things. Should I still add some of those candies? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to add these roses here. Going to try to add this little candy. Something like that. And then I think we'll make another little ribbon bundle for this corner down here. And I think that's pretty much what I'm going to do for this design. And just kind of add stuff, some roses around. Something like that. So they're not secured, but I'm just going to do something like that and probably add a few more roses. But I think I'm going to make one more ribbon bundle just to put down here, just a little small one, just to kind of hang right here. Hello, Paula. Welcome. Yes, you can always watch my replays. It will take overnight for this live to upload to my channel, but you can catch all the replays of my lives under the live tab on my YouTube channel. And welcome. And if you're not already subscribed, you can hit that subscribe button right down below. I release new tutorials every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. No, but they look like they're real, huh, Janine? It looks like they're real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue skillet warmed up so we can add those, and then I'm just going to make a little something for this corner. Nothing crazy. Thank you, Paula. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. We have a lot of fun here, and I try to go live once a week, but this is my second live this week. I did an extra one. So you're welcome to my channel. I kind of do a little bit of everything, and I love a lot of cutesy fun. So you kind of got a little bit of everything, and then we got these little ones we're gonna throw in there too. So this part is a process, so just bear with me if you know it. I realize that some of these lives go a while, and if you want to see the finished result, if you can't hang out on this live, if it's getting too long, I always post a finished picture tomorrow on Facebook, and I'll also post it. I'll make a thumbnail and post it on the live as well, so you can see what the wreath looks like. So let me just get my ribbon and get my glue skillet, and we're going to just do one more little thing right here, and then we're going to wrap this up in no time at all. I know they do look like real candies, huh? They look like those little cake pops. Just trying to get everything out of the way here. Let me go grab my glue skillet, let that warm up while we're making this little bow for down here. But I think it's turning out really cute. I really love that mesh that we used, and that sign was so fun from the Dollar Tree. I definitely loved it so much. I don't remember ever seeing that sign there before, because you know, you see a lot of the same stuff every year, but that one I don't remember ever seeing. All right, I'm gonna plug my glue skillet, get this warmed up so we can add those embellishments. And we are going to be finished in no time at all. And if you're new to my channel, I have a very tight craft room. So I do the best with what I got, but my craft space is very small. Hello at AMIP9MK. Hello. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Elizabeth. And Jacqueline says, I'm older now with great grandchildren. I tell you this to give you an idea how long ago I made this type of bows and love doing it. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate that. And I hope that you come visit again. Stop by and say hello. Yeah, I love how all the big fluffy, all that stuff has all come back. All those beautiful bows, and the bigger the better. And everything's swinging back to the vintage, vibes now. That's super trending. So we're just gonna do a little something, okay? I'm not gonna do anything big and crazy. I'm just gonna make like these little, let's just do a couple little things here. Trying to think. We'll just do like a single small version of what we just did. So let's do something like smaller, like this. But my tutorial for this Sunday, I show you how to do these little looped bundles, I call them, with your ribbon, and it's a great way for fillers of wreath. But I don't want to fill this one up with those, because I really want that that mesh to be the star of our show right now. Because I want that to stand out. I don't want to cover it up. So we're just going to do a little, like one version of that bow that we just did, but a small one. So bear with me. I promise we are almost finished here. Get that glue skillet warmed up, and then we'll add those embellishments. Maybe even a little baby's breath. Let's bring in some red. Trying to speed it up here, because I know these lives sometimes get a little long. I really do try, but it's just everything takes time to make. And when it comes to this part, the design part, it's hard for me to rush that kind of stuff, because I'm always changing my mind. So I'm working on it, but you got to bear with me on that stuff. Oh, thank you, Janine. Happy to have you. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. Good night. Thanks for subscribing. And if you all are new to my channel, give this a thumbs up. It helps me and my channel. It pushes me out in that algorithm. Because I am trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. And that'll be a big milestone for me. That'll be halfway to the YouTube play button, which is my goal. I want that play button really bad. So I figure, you know, at this rate, it'll probably take me, it took me 4 years to get to hopefully 50. I'm almost at 50. So hopefully I can get the other 50 before 4 years. So we're just doing a mini version of what we just did. Super easy. We just didn't come in with that second round of ribbon. I really love that satin pink ribbon too. That one's been really fun to work with. All right, so we're gonna add this. And then we can always fluff up later. Let's get rid of this ribbon. Let's see if I have enough for that. No, but that's okay. I will get some more of that. I wanted to have enough for a bow tutorial with that. I'm going to be getting on their website tonight and seeing if they have that in any more colors. All right, we're bringing her back in here. Let me get back into the frame. And I'm just going to add this into this corner down here. I think that would be cute right there. And I have to say, this mesh did not disappoint at all. It was very fun to work with. And I'm just trying to get it around a wreath bar in the back here. I don't want to flip it over and mess up all my loops that we just fluffed out. And once we have it on, you could trim tails or do whatever you want with your loops. Twist them, turn them. Okay, there we go. Let me stand up and see. I need to get more scissors. My scissors are getting dull. Does anybody sharpen their own scissors? we go. I just gave it a little pop in that corner that I was looking for. Bye, Angela. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Appreciate it. So I just gave it a little pop there in that corner. And now I'm just going to add these embellishments. And we're going to call it a night here. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. This mesh was really fun to work with. I am loving this mesh. And it probably needs a little more time to heat up. Thank you. Yeah, this is fun. I just love the cozy kind of vibe with that soft Chanel mesh and the satin ribbons and the velvet. I love the textures, I guess you could say. I'm a texture girl. I always talk about that in my tutorials. So if we're not using the pipe cleaners at this point, you can finish them off. I always like to save them in case I want to add some ribbon or secure an embellishment in them. And if there's anybody new to my channel, if you could hit that subscribe button right down below, it'll take you right to my channel and come along on the journey with me, and I'm sure you can find some fun crafts that you want to make. I have a little bit of everything. And I'm getting ready to do a lot of spring designs. We're going to be fusing some mesh and having a lot of fun with different techniques. And I'm trying to hurry, folks. I promise. I know it's a long live, but this is how it is. I can't rush the process because it's a process. And especially this part is where I really like to play around and have fun, and I really have to take a step back sometimes and make sure that I like it. I'm going to try just to glue this. It's definitely given the cozy vibes for sure. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I gotta rush because everyone's getting tired and I'm taking too long. So thank you. This part is really a process, and I just really like to get stuff where I want it, which involves me standing up and checking things out. One of these days I'll get a bigger craft room and I'll be able to maybe get one of those easels and see if I can design on one of those. But I don't know if I'll be able to, because this is how I'm used to crafting, is at my table. Shoot, I need to finish off this pipe cleaner right here. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Alicia. Appreciate that. You're right. You cannot rush crafting, right? It's a process and it takes time. I really love it with those, with the roses in there. So pretty. Been saving these roses for a special wreath, and this is the special wreath. And we got these little mini ones too, which we can kind of add some. These were the roses that I bought when I made the rehearsal dinner sign for my daughter-in-law and my son. It turned out so cute. I should have did a tutorial on that. But I tell you, this glue skillet has been a great investment. I never had a glue skillet. And I love this. It makes it so much easier than taking your glue gun and trying to secure each embellishment that way. All right, we're getting there. We're almost done. I'm running out of room here. Let me try to go up a little further. All right, let's add another one up top here. I don't know if I like that one up there. Okay, so far we have those secured. All the roses are secured. And just got to figure out this candy business. And that ribbon needs to get wrapped around there. Oh, I like that one up there. Let's try to get a pink one up here too. Let's see where we want this one. Okay, we'll add that one in there too. Just try not to get it on my cutting mat. That's why these silicone mats really come in handy. All right, so I think probably just a couple more of these heart candies ought to do it. I don't know if I want to add any roses up here. I didn't really like the way that looked. Let's see if maybe I get it in there deeper. Yeah, we're gonna let's add one up there. There we go. All right. I think we're getting close. I'm just going to add a couple more of these candies, these little heart things. And I think that is going to do it. Maybe we'll do something down here under the bow. So we only have those two right now. So we need to add some more. Maybe we'll add something over here. We're almost there, folks. Trying to keep the glue in the skillet and not all over my hands. But I'm glad I finally got to work with these because I bought them because I thought they're so darn cute and I didn't want to let the season go by without being able to use them. And they've been really fun. All right, let's see here what we got. We've got candies, we've got roses. Maybe we want to do, maybe I'll add just a couple more candies over here. And then, yep, I think, let's see, let's add some right there. I'll zip tie these together. So I appreciate you all being here with me tonight. I crafted my last Valentine Day design of the season. And I'm excited for the spring designs. And I just can't wait to get started on all that fun stuff. And I hope that you'll all come join me when I do the Spring Summit, when I go live. And I'll give you more information as it gets closer. But I do know that I will be going live on February 25th at 1 p.m. for that Spring Summit. And I will give you all the information. And I would love it if you all could be there to support me. All right, we're almost there. I need a bigger crafting table. I want to get these to stand up. All right. There we go. Okay, let's see here. I think we're about got it. We just got a couple more candies. Let me just add these last couple and we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for being so patient during this process. I know it's getting late for some of you. And let's see about maybe adding some up here. Man, these candies are so cute. Yeah, might as well add that one in there too. Might as well, right? Cute. Okay, I think we are just about This is our last one. So let's add one more somewhere. Might as well. One's not going to do me any good. Might as well just add it. And let's add this guy up at the top over here. And there we have it. All right. I like it. There we have it. So let me flip it around for you. I want to say thank you first off for joining me live tonight. It means so much to have you all here supporting me on my YouTube journey. And I hope that you have fun crafting with me. And this is a big one. Remember, this is on a 16-inch, and it usually gets about 10 to 12 inches bigger than your wreath frame. So this is a very big wreath. And I will make sure that I always will have a photo of the finished project on my Facebook page. So if you're not following me on Facebook, come on over there. My Facebook is Hollie Hobbies, Hollie. And I'll always give you glimpses of what's coming on my YouTube channel. But I think this turned out super cute. And it was so fun creating with all of you. And I hope that you'll come back to my channel and craft with me some more, because it's fun. We have fun crafting, and I appreciate you all being here. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. It'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. And before you leave, if you haven't already given this live a thumbs up, it really helps me and my channel. Valerie, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Alicia, Nancy, and Shannon, and everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for watching. Hollie Hobbies, from my heart to yours. Bye. See you next time.